I'm still calling him Alfred. Einstein! We kind of got apprehended by Honkai beasts. Who are these people? I'm learning so many new words. What are we talking about? No thanks in all caps. Oh. Hello, friends and gamers. I very much could overheat soon. Like, personally, me, I could very much overheat soon, as well as my PC. But as you can see, there's a day left for this Rosemary's FLORIOGRAPH event, and I have not finished enough of it at all. So this is all we're doing today. The last video I tried to do a couple of extra things, but in this video, we're literally just doing these, the case records. I'm gonna try to do the daily investigations, but the problem with that is that you get a certain amount every single day, and I just did not pay attention. I didn't know this event was going on. It started when I was super busy, so great timing on my part, right? So we're gonna at least do the case records because this is a fun little event, and we're on the manor bit, so we're gonna start there. With many unanswered questions, we got into Dr. Tesla's car. Fortunately, the road is clear this time with only a few monsters wandering around. Soon after, a building resembling a church came into view. With the sound of braking, the car stopped in front of an iron gate. Here we are! This is the Welt Manor. It doesn't look like part of a research institute. It serves as the residence of us researchers, so it was designed to be comfy during the reconstruction. Reconstruction? From our buddy Alfred. I'm still calling him Alfred, by the way. This manor used to be a Shixel church. Unfortunately, in that cataclysm that happened 5 years ago, Dr. Tesla didn't go on. We left the car in silence and passed through the courtyard in front of the main building. Eh? This scent. What scent? It's rosemary. Oh, there it is again. When we first arrived here 5 years ago, we found a clump of rosemary with violet blooms in the desolate ruins. Welt considered it a little miracle of life, so we had someone prepare a flower bed and transplant the rosemary clump. They've been taken good care of here, so gradually this kind of plant has grown all over the courtyard. We soon reached the opulent gate of the main building. The electronic security devices in front somewhat diminish its magnificence, though. Thank God the rain sound is gone. I think that might have been what was giving me a headache. It's either the immense heat here or the rain sound was just getting on my nerves and giving me a headache. I don't know what it was, but I hope it goes away. Tesla took off her glasses to scan the iris, authenticated her fingerprint, and entered the password. Einstein! The gigantic gate opened almost soundlessly. Someone is already waiting inside the building! It's Einstein! Hey, Moped! Oh, even in this universe, she calls Einstein Moped. I love it. You're 1 hour late, Dr. Tesla. I knew I was making a bad decision when I asked you to pick up our guests. We kind of got apprehended by Honkai beasts, just a little bit. Einstein, you might want to give us some slack for that one. This is also such a pretty scene. We were late because of an emergency. There's nothing wrong with my driving skills. Stop pinning everything on it. That's me. I'm Tesla. Me and my horrible driving skills. I can attest to Frederica's defense. Her driving was steady and smooth. Not mine, though. See, now you gotta believe me. But the girl who was addressed as Mophead ignored Dr. Tesla. She turned to us with a poker face. Miss Irene Adler, Miss Fuhua, Dr. Conan Doyle, welcome. My name is Searle Albert Einstein. Okay, so again, we're playing with names. Delighted to finally meet you, Dr. Einstein. Good evening. It's been a while. Have you been picking on Frederica lately? I don't know how the names that they've given Tesla and Einstein play into this, or if those were just they have those names in the story, because Welt has a different name too. Does he? I don't. I'm not making comments anymore. We're just gonna go on with it. Yes, but she failed to perceive it as usual. Me. Seeing Tesla's puzzled look, Irene and Dr. Einstein exchanged a knowing smile. Oh, it seems that Irene is indeed closer to the owner of this place. Now that we've all exchanged greetings, we should get down to business. Honkai beasts are strolling on the street, and countless monsters are probably approaching this building as I speak. What on earth is going on? Einstein, I have to ask the same thing all the time in this game. In short, Honkai beasts enter the safe zone, and I was attacked by them on my way to the train station. This is unbelievable! We've been over this already with Honkai. Everything in a Honkai game, by default, has to make sense, because nothing makes sense in these games. So, in theory, if nothing makes sense, it then makes sense everything that makes sense when you see it, because it makes sense that it doesn't make sense. It's a theory. It's a working theory. Said Dr. Einstein, what? Oh, said Dr. Einstein with a worried frown. We have dialogue tags on the in-game dialogue now. Can Alfred just shut up? I'm tired of Alfred's monologue. I'm tired of his inner monologue. I want to keep going. Is the security system malfunctioning, or could it be an act of sabotage? The system has 3 pivot nodes. Unless they all fail at the same time, it's impossible for Honkai beasts to enter the safe zone. It's also so quiet in here, I hate it. I miss the rain. That's not gonna happen. We've been giving the system regular maintenance. As for the possibility of sabotage, this is getting interesting. The nodes can withstand attacks of Honkai beasts below Emperor class. I don't think it's possible that 3 Emperor class Honkai beasts happen to attack the nodes at the same time. I agree, Honkai beasts do not possess such intelligence, so... Oh no! Moped? I hope I'm being paranoid, Dr. Tesla. It's not like we had never seen supernatural monsters suspected of having intelligence. Ah, this is fun now. You mean that Phantom? Phantom! So is the Phantom in this case Rita as well? Please don't mind it. As a scientist, I shouldn't talk about the supernatural without convincing evidence. It's a Honkai game. Everything's supernatural. It's a sci-fi fantasy conglomerate genre. It is a genre, and it's one of my favorite genres. Genres. Yeah, that's the word. This topic ends here, Dr. Tesla, and I will investigate the cause of the safety... I can't talk. Of the safety system malfunction ourselves later. Please rest assured that the MANOR'S defense system is sufficient to ensure everyone's safety. Anyway, Doctor, I assume that you have some important questions to ask, don't you? All right, I almost forgot. After all those unexpected incidents and news. I took out the baffling invitation letter from my pocket again. And then who did the invitation letter come from if it didn't come from Rita? Because not Rita / Irene. Maybe it still came from Rita. I can't wait to meet Mr. Joyce and ask him how I could help him. It might be my illusion, but I think I just saw a flicker of unease in Dr. Einstein's eyes. I'm afraid it won't happen. Haha, haha, Welt is missing again. Maybe, I don't think he's in the void this time, but maybe he is, I don't know. Dr. Einstein's voice remained motionless, but her words turned to be shocking. Welt Joyce, i.e. of the owner of this place, is dead. Ha ha ha. Yeah, maybe he is in the void. Oh, that's it! A most bizarre murder was committed in St. Fontaine. Detective Conan Doyle received a mysterious invitation to crack this puzzle. That's so oh, that's kind of insane. That's kind of insane, I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of, oh, we're getting, oh, who are these people? Wait, who are, oh my god! Well, Joyce is dead, yeah. Dr. Einstein's voice remained emotionless, but her words turned to be shocking. We already said that. Mr. Joyce is dead! I'm not surprised, genuinely. The air has become heavy. Everyone seems to be brooding over the grievous news. Grievous? Grievous? How do you say that word? I'm learning so many new words today. Then who invited us? Rita. No elaboration. You don't seem to be surprised, Doctor. To be honest, I'm not. Me either, honestly. Though the handwriting appears to be messy, it couldn't have been written by a male. And how do we know that? It was written by one of you 2 scientists, am I right? Federico wrote it. But it's like a death threat. How do you know? Irene answered her question with a faint smile. I glanced meaningfully at this woman. She is doubtlessly a master of messing with people's mind. This is why she has a Rita model. Yep, so it's true. Before I heard the news of Mr. Joyce's death, I had presumed that he was in some kind of unavailable situation. I don't want to unpack it. Now I have to admit the detective who advises detectives is not just a wild exaggeration. So what happened? 2 days ago, we found Welt murdered in his room. The poem in the letter you received was copied from the crime scene. So you think it might be a message left by Mr. Joyce? I don't know. I mean, wait, if it was left by him, that changes things. I deliberately remained silent for a while to observe the looks on her and Dr. Tesla's faces. Please forgive me for saying this, but you 2 seem to be reacting to this brutal fact very lightly. We've definitely seen weirder in a Honkai game, so yeah. How could you say that if we weren't in such helpless situation? If we weren't in such a helpless situation, we wouldn't have to turn to a suspicious outsider like you. Calm down, Dr. Tesla. Glad to see she hasn't changed. Ugh. I understand your doubt, but we are scientists. We are used to dealing with anything rationally and calmly. Meanwhile, Tesla's just like angry, especially when we have to deal with the troubles that came with this murder. What troubles? I mean, didn't he run the place? Wouldn't that be pretty troublesome if he just like, you know, if she's more like, like, wouldn't that be troublesome? The owner of the place. Einstein did not answer her right away. Instead, she led us into the hall, which resembles a Roman amphitheater. I do know that word. Without raised seating. Huh. Several odd-looking strangers are already there. I guess that's where we are technically right now. They all cast glances at us as we walked in. Well, the meanings of their glances are only known to themselves. Okay. I have never seen this character before. Like, I actually don't know who this character is. Dr. Tesla's back. I do know this is Raven. Oh, I thought it was Joachim. Isn't he dead? Wait a minute. What? Oh, who are you? Okay. Okay. More visitors. This date is getting increasingly interesting. I don't know. I've never seen you before, but I would like to know you personally. This is a child. I don't think this is young Welt. Does anyone remember young Welt from like chapter 11? I still haven't finished chapter 11, but I do remember young Welt. And I don't think this is him. And I'm gonna be honest for a second. I thought this might be young Arlen from Star Rail, but I don't think it is. Who are these people? Troubles. That's great. Why are they here? I would ask the same thing. For the legacy. For the culture. What do you mean, Einstein? Can so much sense? It makes no sense. What are we talking about? The answer makes so much sense that I couldn't help but whistled. Tesla rolled her eyes at me while Fuhua gave me a stern look. The woman with a mask is Jackal, and the one in a cloak is Raven. They are the young lady's tutor and bodyguard. Okay, so that was the one with the balloon IV thing? So they're your colleagues? Pfft, they wish. Mophead and I are true scientists. Dr. Tesla's disdainful tone aroused my curiosity. So these two people have some wrongdoings. Don't we all? Don't we all, Alfred? Dr. Tesla looked away and folded her arms, seeming a little regretful for getting involved in this topic. Dr. Tesla just meant that they are technically not our colleagues. Although Jackal is also a researcher, she has only had a cooperative relationship with the Institute. As for Raven, I heard she used to be a mercenary, which is the only thing I know about her. I see. There's nothing suspicious in the content of Einstein's explanation, but her behavior of covering up for Tesla suggests they're withholding something. It's not the first time in a Honkai game that someone is withholding information at an opportune moment. I digress. What do you think? Miss Adler whispered to me without looking at me. Okay, so they put it in parentheses, which Genshin does that from time to time, and it sounds like it's being thunk. It's thoughts being thunk. But then we know what people are thinking, and it gets weird. So I guess Hoyoverse uses parentheses for whispering. I'm gonna make a note of that, actually. That's actually something that's helpful. For once, Mr. Alfred, you have helped me today. To explain is an attempt to cover something up. I think we need to investigate Jackal and Raven thoroughly. What about the two kids? Our conversation with the two... Okay, I thought there was more words. Who is that child standing next to Raven? Who knows? Raven is always aloof. She won't tell us unless we ask, which we'd never bother to do. Her name is Sora, that's all I know. At this moment, I noticed that a small figure who is the last stranger in the hall silently walked to Einstein. Joffrey! Wait, is that Joey? That's the kid? And this boy is... Einstein and Tesla exchanged worried glances. His name is Joffrey Joyce. You can call him Joey. Yeah! So wait, who are the sisters? And who the two sisters died as well as Welt did? I'm so confused. Joyce? Yeah, that's his... They're related. That's not his kid. It can't be his kid. Unless it's like an adopted kid? Yes, he is the only direct descendant of Welt Joyce, and one of the two legal heirs to the legacy. The other one is the other kid, right? Then the other one must be the young lady whom you just mentioned, I presume. Yes, she is not here yet, but Joachim, who's with her, contacted me a while ago. They should arrive soon. So there's... Well... This is a plot point that I very much probably missed, because in the void, it is Joachim. You know, this event might be spoiling key plot points for me, but we're gonna keep going. Now, if you'll excuse me, doctor, I need to take this boy to rest. He is a delicate child. It's alright. I was going to look around and chat with the other guests here anyway. Okay, come find me when you're done. I'll take you to the crime scene. Dr. Tesla, please look into the cause of the safety system malfunction. Wonderful. Intel, so we need to get intel from everyone, I'm guessing. Oh, I can't run. I do want to figure out who these people are. I'm gonna talk to Tesla first, just because she's first over here. Chat. Oh, it's you. I'll look into the cause of the safety system malfunction. You focus on the message he left. Any new findings? At the moment, no. Humph, I knew it. Detectives are more like unreliable snoopers. Anyway, you do your best. See you. Wait, what? I'm busy. Could you tell me more about the phantom you two mentioned earlier? Dr. Einstein seemed reluctant to talk about it. Mophead wouldn't have refused to talk about it for no reason. I'm with her on this matter. I have nothing to tell you. Don't be like this. I'm intrigued to learn about this phantom too. I actually do want to know who the phantom is, because I'm pretty sure Rita is mentioned as like being the phantom, which is weird. Stay away from me, even in this timeline. Don't be silly. We haven't seen each other for long. I should make the most of our time together to tea. I mean, oh, bond with you. She was gonna say tease. You were definitely trying to say tease. All right, I'll tell you. The Phantom of St. Fontaine. You must have heard of this name. No, I just got here. Of course, weird tales about St. Fontaine have been very popular in recent years. The Phantom of St. Fontaine is the most well-known one, but those tales are mostly about imaginary monsters. Aren't you trying to tell us a real monster exists? Can't draw any conclusions before seeing the real thing, but Mophead and I have seen this phantom on the monitor. Oh, I clicked it too fast. Okay. Mophead analyzed the regularity of its appearance, and she suspected that it had a certain level of intelligence. Ah, that's why it was brought up in conversation where it was. I see, that's why she mentioned it earlier, but there's still one thing that I don't understand. Dr. Einstein's always been calm and cool-headed, but she seemed to dread talking about this phantom. Yes, to avoid the topic, Lifestyle even resorted to the lame excuse scientists shouldn't talk about the supernatural without evidence. Don't you ever feel strange that this place has very few staff members? Now that you mentioned it, Lab 42 pursues elitism. Not the first time I've heard that one. It only has 4 researchers, including Welt, his assistant Joachim, Mophead, and me. But an elite Valkyrie squad has been dispatched by the Schicksal Imperial Institute to monitor, assist us. So where are they right now? No one knows. A week ago, they went on a mission and lost contact ever since. Was that purposefully done? I don't know. What was the mission about? Capture the Phantom of St. Fontaine based on the location conjectured by Mophead. That's a word. Alright. You got what you wanted. In exchange, I'd like to borrow your partner for a while. Fuwa! Now that the security system has failed, I'm a little worried about the 2 who haven't arrived. I'm going to the train station again to pick them up and check the nearest pivot node along the way. I see. I'll tell Hua about this. My dear Frederica, if you need a bodyguard, I am pleased to go with you. No thanks in all caps. I'm like, because I haven't played in a minute, and I kind of forget who's affiliated with which group. Also, this music is like so loud. I forget who's affiliated with each group. And I'm kind of thinking, Schicksal is Otto, right? Which would be Rita and Fuhua. But Fuhua, like, left? I don't even know. Good evening! Good evening, sir. She's cute. I've never seen this character before. What do you want? Raven is so cool. Raven immediately stood before Sora. Nothing, just trying to have a friendly chat to kill time in such bad weather. Don't bother, I'm busy. The conversation failed to proceed. I noticed that Sora seems to be apologetic for Raven's rudeness. Your name is Sora, right? Hey! She said, get out! It's okay, I'd like to talk with this gentleman. How old is Sora? Fine, but don't leave this hall. I'm gonna go look around. I'll be back soon. Hi, Sora, even though we're still looking at Raven. Could you tell me why you and Raven are here? I suffer from a rare disease, though I've been taking medicine. I'm still not cured. Well, look at this little cute little drone thing. It's kind of cute, actually. Anyways. Mr. Joyce, the owner of this place, knows how to cure me. But Mr. Joyce went, eh. I know. He just passed away, but Raven told me Mr. Joyce left his research data. Research data? What kind of research? Sorry, I don't know. It's okay, let's talk about something else then. Do you know that woman over there? I think her name is Jackal. No, I don't know her, but I think Raven knows her? I think that's what we're hinting at. Are they friends? Have you heard them talk about anything? They don't seem like friends. Acquaintances? Past friends? Maybe that woman taunted Raven when she saw me. What did she say? She said, are you trying to make amends? Oh, because Raven probably did some intense stuff and was like trying to make amends. It makes sense. Yeah. The next moment, Raven came back without a word. Her reticence is telling me that the conversation is over. I've never heard that word in my life. Okay, so let's talk to Jackal then, right here. I thought they would be related because they're so close, but you I've never met in my life, but you are very cool. I will say that. With the gloves too. Very cool, very pretty. Hey, Mr. Holmes, the awesome detective. It's a great privilege to meet you. I'm a big fan. My name is Conan Doyle, not Holmes. Please don't mix up the author and the character, but thank you for your support, miss. Don't mention it. Actually, I'm more interested in another thing that you have. What is it? Are you sure you want to ask here? There's a kid in this room. Oh. Huh. I kind of regret talking to... Never mind, then. You're really funny. Really? I meant your brain. I really want to put it under the microscope and study it carefully. It must be very active. Why does this still feel wrong? Just a little bit. I'm afraid I'll have to decline. Yeah, what a pity. Why are you here? Like, why? Okay, this is getting a little bit weird. You're straightforward. I'm here to offer my condolences. Just kidding, she says. Why are we just kidding? Actually, I came here just to see if he's really dead. Okay, valid. I don't think the doctors would joke about it. Besides, haven't you already checked Mr. Joyce's body before we arrived? Yep. Unless somebody's raised him from the dead. He's a rotting corpse now. Okay. Let's talk about something else then. I heard you and Miss Raven have known each other for long. Are you friends? Who knows, she says. Jackal looked away with a smile. I think that means the conversation has ended. Thank you for your time. All right. So I wish we could run because like this is the slowest walking. That has to be the kid from the Void then. Like that has to be him, right? No, because the assistant, I don't know. I'm learning so much today. Done chatting with the other guests, Doctor? I think so. I have to say they really have strong personalities. Hello, Joey. Who is this kid? He just nods? He seems to be a very shy boy. Please don't take it personally, he's always like this. Even in front of Dr. Tesla and I, whom he has known for a very long time, he barely talks. This poor kid. I lowered my voice to make sure this little boy couldn't hear me. It's okay, even the most outgoing child would not want to talk to strangers when their father just died. This is true. Thank you for being so considerate. He's known you and Dr. Tesla for a long time, you say? Since you started to work for Mr. Joyce, perhaps? More precisely, since he was born. Does that mean in this timeline, well, at one point was married? Or like, where did this child come from? Pardon me. Nothing. I have to say this. You showed obvious hostility towards the two over there when you mentioned the legacy. It's not like you. Never mind, no need to be secretive about this. When Welt was still alive, he once made a sloppy will in which he left his estate to his daughter and son. The daughters both died, or did the wife die? I don't know. And before they reach adulthood, their bequeathments will be kept by their respective designated guardians. So that means you and Dr. Tesla will hold the part of the legacy that Joey receives until he reaches adulthood, and the other half will be held by Jackal, the young lady's tutor. No. To our relief, Lady Bronya's designated guardian is Joachim Welt's assistant. So, wait a minute. Bronya. No. Bronya again. No. I'm not going into that one today. Bronya? Why are we talking about Oh my god. Yes, she is a survivor of the Cataclysm 5 years ago. Welt adopted her. Wait a minute. So, how many Cataclysms does Bronya survive? I know it's not canon, but what is going on? I guess it would make sense if, just like, hypothetically, if the big thing from the Shattered Dimensions timeline story where Bronya is, like, yeeted out of her one timeline and thrown into another, because everything died in the one she was born in, so she just got yoinked up when she was, like, 2. I guess it would make sense that in this timeline, the, like, fantasy fake timeline that's just here for the event story, a similar thing would happen. A survivor of the Cataclysm, no wonder Mr. Joyce kept her in another city. He worried that this place might evoke Miss Bronya's memories of her traumatic experience. Joachim used to be Lady Bronya's tutor, but the frequent travel between St. Fontaine and that city were exhausting. And now, as you can see, the current tutor, Jackal, I've done background checks on her and heard some bad things. Joachim is an upright and unsophisticated man, while Lady Bronya is an exceptionally smart child. You're worried that Welt's will did not mention the proportions of the legacy that his son and daughter could receive. Upon the news of Wilt's death, Jackal came here with the bodyguard. Their intention couldn't have been more obvious. I'm worried that the young lady might be abetted by ill-intentioned outsiders, which may lead to an ugly estate fight. This is a family affair. I'm afraid I can't help you with it. That's a problem for Dr. Tesla and me. All I want from you is that you find out the murderer so that he can rest in peace. I'll do my best. Well then, I'll wait for you on the second floor. Come find me when you're ready to investigate the crime scene. Take the lift. So you collected enough intel, head upstairs. So where's upstairs? Oh, it's telling me where to go. Lovely. Oh, there is a dash. Literally, I've just been stupid this whole time. Let's go. Dr. Einstein is waiting for us on the second floor. I told her about Tesla's request. What was Tesla's request? I forget it already. I see, but after I leave with Dr. Tesla, what if Oh, Tesla's request was for help outside. So we're playing as Rita, right? You can leave your doctor to me, I'll protect him. Okay. I know I'm a writer rather than a fighter, but I'm not that weak and fragile. I've been practicing the what? It taught me, please have a little faith in your student. All right then, be careful. Whose Fuhua appears aloof on the outside, but is actually overprotective, which I find surprisingly charming. Ahem. We've already wasted too much time. Let's just go upstairs to find Dr. Einstein. That rhymed. Did they know it was gonna rhyme? I thought we were gonna be going outside as Rita, but I guess not. Hold on, there's something I want to do really quickly. Can I? Here we go. The BGM is just a little bit too loud here. Oh, we need to go this way? Yeah, here's Einstein. Standard guest room. Yeah. You came. Where's your partner, Doctor? Went with Tesla? Dr. Tesla borrowed her. I think they're off to pick someone up. I see. This is the crime scene. Let's get in. All right. That literally 23 minutes on that one manor bit. If everything is this long, we're literally going to be here for like 2 weeks. Which makes sense because I think this event ran for like 2 weeks, but still. Okay, I need to like chug some water. Time for the interlude. Oh, the woman did not panic when the sudden darkness fell. So did the power go out? Who's this, though? It was the last mistake she made. The darkness was a cemetery specially prepared for her. The cold light reflecting off the deadly steel was like a merciless notice. Blood broke free from her soft flesh and spurted into the air. She didn't even feel the pain in the first few seconds. The blood under her body formed a patch that looked like a carpet in bad taste. Is this the point of view of the other person who died? Who are you? Wait, who killed Jackal? Could it be her, though she is now a colleague? The only thing that makes us allies, I don't know, is our common interest. And our complicity 5 years ago was just an inglorious history. No, it can't be. I've been vigilant. There's no way she could stab me from the front. Then who could it be? Who could have been trying to kill me? That was the furthest her level-headed thinking went. The rapid loss of blood gradually froze her mind. She raised her head with her remaining strength. Then she saw that figure. It was her death. It's you. So is Jackal dead? They're right. You're still here. Why? Wait a minute. Is that can't be Welt. Blood upwelled into Jackal's throat and interrupted her. Though her voice was already so weak that no one could hear. Her death smiled cruelly. The sound of footsteps approached. Her death bent down over her. Who are you? The Gray Sir. Wait, it does look like him! Oh my god! It's a whole reunion party! She bitterly uttered her last 2 words and closed her eyes forever. Lightning flashed and thunder rumbled. The death disappeared in the dark. A soul faced its final curtain. So is the Gray Serpent killing everyone then? Like, excuse me? This is so weird. Maybe I do like mysteries. Maybe I just wasn't reading the right mysteries. You know, maybe that was my problem all along. Maybe I just needed to be reading the right content, you know? Maybe mystery games are more fun. That is crazy. That's Jackal's dead. Jackal's death. Yeah, Jackal is dead now. That's great. All right, let's go to hiding. That can't be good. A most bizarre murder was committed in St. Fontaine. Detective Conan Doyle received a mystery. Yeah, we're still on this. So are we hiding them because people are dying? Unsure. Unsure, but I guess we're about to find out. It's an elegant but not excessively luxurious room. The second I entered this room, I smelled a pleasant fragrance. It's the rosemary. Everything here is neat and tidy except the 2 alarming pools of blood on the floor. Great. 2 blood stains. I turned to Miss Adler perplexedly. and met her puzzled eyes. Apparently she has noticed it too. Cause was that the sisters? Do you want me to tell you the details of the murder? Thank you, but I won't need it for now. He's just like, no, thanks, but no thanks. There is nothing more deceptive than an obvious fact. Bruh. Okay, this is an aside, but I'm almost positive my grandmother has like this exact clock. Like this exact grandfather clock. I'm almost positive. Like it looks very similar, if nothing else. Which is like, I feel like, am I being watched? Like, what is going on? Before I hear the facts from you, I'd like to see the scene with my own eyes first. Sure, buddy. Einstein nodded and soundlessly stepped aside. May I watch you in investigating the crime scene up close? As long as you don't interrupt my work. Okay. I certainly won't. I doubt that. Alright, now let me try and find some clues hidden in this room. Yeah, I'm the one looking for clues now. Wait! There's no blood pools in the here, it's just like the little outlines. That's so funny. There are indeed 2 major bloodstains at the scene of the murder. One is on the ground next to the desk, and the desk and the back of the chair are slightly splashed with blood. This is like an entirely different scene, I'm gonna be honest. The other is near the window. Could the bloodstain near the window be left by Joyce when he struggled to move after being attacked? No, it can't be. There should be a trail of blood between the 2 bloodstains if that's the case. Then the 2 bloodstains were left by 2 different persons. That would be the 2 girls, correct? Oh, there's the actual clock, huh? The entire layout of this room is different from, unless you're in the corner, I guess? I don't know, the entire layout of this room is different from the actual photo we saw, it feels like. A photo of 2 people. A man with a gentle smile is resting his hand on the shoulder of a boy in a velvet chair who closely resembles him. It's Joffrey, yeah. I immediately recognize that the man is Welt and the boy is Joffrey, Welt's child, whom I just met. A sweet father and son photo, but there's something about it that looks a bit unnatural to me. Joffrey's eyes are dull, as if he's half asleep, and the big, soft chair seems to be propping him up. He looks much less alive in the picture, even compared to his timid look in the hall just now. That's weird, because we saw that bit at the beginning. He's something about sacrificing his soul. Oh, there's so much going on here. Alright, let me interact with this one. There are various documents in the drawer of Joyce's desk. This isn't his desk. It's a filing cabinet. Kind of. I leafed through all of them. They are mostly research logs or drafts about Honkai energy research. I tried to look for hidden clues in the words and formulas using common decoding techniques, but found nothing. Then a draft written in messy handwriting caught my attention. It's mostly research-related drawings and calculations. But there are some strange words scribbled in the margin, which seem to be written down absent-mindedly. It's been going on for a month. I think it's time to rule out mental fatigue. The psychiatrist can't figure out why either. Is this about Joffrey? Why do I keep having the same dream? Oh, no, it's about Welt himself, the man, the myth, the legend. Why do I keep seeing that girl, and why is she always so mournful? Was the dream... So did the girl in the beginning actually die, or was that his dream? Some researchers have reported similar experiences too. Obviously, it's not because I'm insane. If you have to bargain with yourself that you're not insane, like, obviously I'm not insane, then you might just be insane. And not in a fun, funky, fresh sort of way, but like an actually, please go to therapy sort of, you know? But he did say psychiatrist, so like, he's probably, well, it's probably going to go to therapy. Go to therapy if you have the means to. This is a PSA. So many years of investigation finally started to pay off. Maybe soon. The handwriting stopped abruptly, as if the writer of these words was interrupted. Probably was, by the kid or something. Or he was killed. You know, that could have been he could have stopped when he was killed. Yeah, that makes sense. The window and the door are the only 2 exits. I avoided the bloodstain on the floor while walking to the window. A few muddy footprints are clearly evident on the carefully polished wooden windowsill. What's more, the footprints form 2 sets of traces of the same person walking in and out. Okay, one puzzle solved. The murderer came in from the window, attacked Joyce, and then left through the window. Unfortunately, I'm not a third-rate detective. This is obviously a sloppy misdirection that tries too hard. Oh, I don't know what that was getting at, I'm gonna be honest. What's over by the fireplace? I walked to the fireplace and found a pair of boots hidden within. The sole pattern matches the footprints on the sill. Okay, the window was a red herring. Dr. Einstein. I apologize if you feel offended, doctor, though I tried to dissuade Dr. Tesla. She insisted on giving you a test. Oh, that's why Fuhua went with Tesla. Okay. If he can't even figure out this, then I won't trust that unreliable snooper. These were her exact words. Can't argue with her. Why was Rita called here? Or not Rita. Why was not Rita called here? Now I'm curious. Maybe because if Welt died, maybe it was for the funeral? But that the funeral is like a cover-up if nothing else. All right, let's chat, Einstein. I looked around the room again and confirmed that I've checked every place. I'm ready to hear the details of the murder, Dr. Einstein. 2 days ago, at about 7:15 p.m., Dr. Tesla and I came back from the lab and went to see Welt to report work. We knocked on the door of his room, but there was no response. No response? Could it be because Mr. Joyce was so immersed in work that he didn't notice the knocking? I don't think so. We knocked many times, and Dr. Tesla even swore at him loudly. He couldn't be that focused. Wait, Dr. Tesla swore at him! I was so focused on the words! Tesla swore at him! That's on brand. That's really on brand. The hierarchical system of your institute is quite, free. That's what we love about it. Einstein gave a gloomy smile and proceeded. And then we heard a voice coming from the room. Whose voice? Welt's. It sounded like he was on the phone with someone, so we decided to come back later. But at around 7:40, when we were on the first floor, we heard a thump that came from his room. That's when the thump was him kicking the bucket. We immediately went upstairs and opened the door. Then we saw Welt. He was lying in a pool of blood right there. Einstein pointed to the blood stain near the desk. There was a deep wound on his back, which seemed to be caused by a sharp object such as a dagger. Who uses daggers in this game? Who has got daggers? So the murder weapon was not there. It was in the room, just not on Welt's back. Eh? For the first time, Einstein's eyes are filled with confusion and fear. In Welt's room, there was another wounded man lying on the floor. Ayo? Another man? Einstein pointed to the other major blood stain by the window. A dagger, which might be the one that killed Welt, was sticking in the man's back. Wait a second. Now I'm also confused. You're confused. I'm confused. Who is that man? Is he the murderer? How did he get hurt? Could he be the one whom Mr. Joyce was talking to? He was in the room and was also hurt in the murder, perhaps. This not Rita character is just as good of a detective as we are. Huh. I don't know, but we only heard Welt's voice outside the door, which is why we thought he was making a phone call. It was a situation of urgency. Before we moved Welt downstairs for first aid, Dr. Tesla checked on the other man. And was it someone you know? It was Gray Serpent. Wait! How does that? Because of Gray Serpent, I know he's come back to life before, and maybe that's why they're using him here as a character that dies, and then, oh surprise, he's actually alive, because that literally happened. That literally happens. Gray Serpent? I've heard of him, a notorious intel dealer, but he seemed to have good business reputation in the underworld. Underworld? I'm leaving that one. That's I'm not saying it's a Star Rail reference, but maybe it is. I actually don't know if they use Underworld in the regular Honkai game in other places though. So that is for me to find out in the future. An intel dealer. We had no time to attend to Gray Serpent then. We left the room in a hurry to treat Welt, but he didn't make it. Sorry to hear that. What about Gray Serpent? He died too, perhaps? That's the most perplexing part. When we came back, he just went poof. There it is. When we went back to the room, Gray Serpent was already gone. There it is. There's the kicker. And then he kills Jackal. He was gone. Yes, the size of the bloodstain suggested Gray Serpent was severely injured, but we didn't see anyone come down from the second floor. The only possible explanation would be that he jumped out of the window. I said jump because there was no footprint on the sill. Dr. Tesla arranged that test, probably because she found it inexplicable too. But it doesn't really make sense. Gray Serpent's physical condition shouldn't have allowed him to do that. Dr. Einstein nodded. Everyone became lost in thought. After a while, I broke the silence. This case is naughtier than I expected. Gray Serpent, who might be the murderer, could still be lurking in the neighborhood. But we know he's killed Jackal, so I don't think it's Gray Serpent. I don't know. I'm so confused. If that's true, I think we should go back to the hall and gather everyone. They deserve to know what is happening. As the three of us spoke, we left Mr. Joyce's room and went back to the corridor on the second floor. Is Jackal alive still? But something unexpected happened the next moment. All the lights suddenly disappeared, and the entire building fell into absolute darkness. The fact that they just completely got rid of the background is honestly, it's giving liminal space, and that actually kind of scared me. Do we have a power blackout? Don't worry, the mansion has a backup power system, which will auto-activate when the primary power system fails. However, about 10 seconds later, we're still standing in the dark, because isn't somebody who knows? Did all our devices and systems break down together today? I don't feel good about this. It can't be entirely coincidental. Oh my god. That actually scared me. Wait, who's coding? That scared me. Someone's screaming. It's that little girl named Sora. Damn it. Did it come from the first floor? Oh, because Jackal's dead. Entries updated. The scream came from downstairs. Check what happened with Dr. Einstein. Oh, so we're just... Oh, yeah, because there's like a... That's Raven and Joey. What's she doing to Joey? Raven? Oh, we just jumped down straight up. Are we fighting Raven? Apprehend Raven? Oh, yep, we're fighting Raven. I don't know how Raven works. I'm gonna be honest, you guys. I'm gonna be honest. And she is literally just smack camming me. This is going great. Oh, I got heals. Okay, give me my heal. Heal, 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 heal. Where am I? No. Oh, I completely... That was good. That was pretty good. You like... Hey, 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 stop hitting me. We're just like duking it out and no one's helping us. Oh, I'm not gonna survive this. I'm not gonna make it out of here alive. I don't know how Raven works because I like haven't built her. Oh. Fuhua, oh, Fuhua's helping me now. Thank you, Fuhua. This is why you're my favorite. This is why we love Fuhua. I need that, I need the heal. I need the heal, I need the heal, I need the heal. That is literally one of the, oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die in this silly little game today. If I die, we're done for the video, and I'm trying again in the next video, truly. Please let me survive this. Fuhua, please help me a little bit. Bet. Oh, okay, we're so close. We are so close. Come on. I'm on the brink of death. I swear. But we are so close to being done. We have to finish this. I don't think I'm in any of the red, so we should be okay. Evade the slowing of vision, impairing feathers. I don't care. We are so close to being done. I want to finish. I want to finish. Come on. Come on. Success! I was literally on like no health. That's the best. That is gaming. That is gaming. Clang! Oh, the fight continued in the dark. Because the people in the fight were too immersed to hear that. Guess I'll have to settle this the hard way. Who's saying that? Please don't be the Grey Serpent. I can tell from the shouts that the one who just joined the battle has the upper hand against my attacker. Fuhua? It could be Fuhua. The next moment, just like the unexpected arrival of darkness, the light suddenly came back again. Oh, so it was Fuhua, because that's Fuhua's color. Thank goodness I can finally take a break. Sora? Don't tell me Sora's dead too. No response. I looked around but didn't find Sora. Which one of you took Sora? Where is she? Oh my god. Calm down, Raven. Miss Adler and I have been investigating the crime scene on the second floor before the blackout. Sora's scream was a few seconds later after the blackout. Then we went downstairs and met you. We had no time to take her. As for me, I just came back here from the outside. Bronya? Hi, Bronya. What happened? Wait, I just said, that's not, well, that's Joachim. Okay, I'm so confused. It was a girl's voice. We all turned around and saw two strangers. One is a petite silver-haired girl and the other is a middle-aged man with a scholastic temperament. I so thought that was well. I will say this looks a lot more like his Star Rail design, so. Hi, Bronya. Hello, Miss Adler. Hello there. You are here for my father's matters, I presume. Oh, so she is the young lady. And you must be Dr. Conan Doyle. Bronya gently, oh, hold on, I clicked too fast. Bronya gently pulled the middle-aged man towards her. Allow me to introduce ourselves. My name is Bronya. I'm Welt Joyce's adopted daughter, and this is Joachim. He's my guardian and my father's assistant. So, I'm just a little confused, but I'm keep going. Joachim reached out and shook my hand. His hand was dry and strong. That's one way to describe a hand. I smelled a pleasant smell when near him. It's the rosemary. I can tell he is a conscientious man, but for some reason, he seemed aloof to me. That tracks. Nice to meet you. So Dr. Tesla took you... Where's Dr. Tesla? When we came back, the gate was open and it was dark in the building. So Dr. Tesla went to repair the electricity. I really hope Tesla doesn't die. I don't think Tesla will die. The gate was open? Oh right, if anyone took Sora away, they must have left via the gate. A dark shadow flashed by before I even finished talking. It was Raven who just made haste to walk to the gate. Raven, wait! Stay out of my business. Do you want another fight? No, I'm just trying to remind you that this is a huge mansion. Sora might still be here, so we split up. Easy. If I were to take away a child, I'd choose to hide in this building for now rather than running in the heavy rain. I don't know, because I feel like it's open because somebody came in and killed Jackal. Are we gonna unpack that one? It seems that I have convinced Raven. She stayed. Suddenly, Einstein's voice came from the second floor. Is that Jackal? Finally, her voice trembled. For the first time ever since I met her, she looked so vulnerable. Everyone looked in the direction she indicated. A woman is lying face down on the floor in the far corner of the hall with a dagger deeply sticking in her back. Oh, what does it say? R-A-C-H-E? What does that even mean? That's not a word. That was a lot. That was a lot. We have a fragment we can do. Clear stage escape first. Missing. So we need to do girl, I think. I don't know. Regardless, this is in such a weird order. Regardless, though, I'm just doing. We're done with it for this video. These stages are so long that I will go insane if I try to do multiple in one video. So this is fun. Anyways, like I said, that is it for this video. Just some of these to undo and get. Yes. 38 out of 73. That's pretty good. This is such a beefy event, and I literally left it all to the last day because I'm a dummy. I am gonna try to finish it. If I don't, y'all will know because I'll make a note at the end of this video. But like, I'm actually interested in this fake little storyline here, so I want to find out what happens. But my God, is there a lot? Is there a lot? Okay, that's it though. Wait, the first victim. That's messed up. That's really messed up. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give me a like down below, as well as subscribe for more, and click the little notification bell to be notified when I upload new ones. As always, I hope everyone had or is having a super lovely day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys!